Hi guys, how's it going? This is Daryl and welcome back to Hype Word. Today I've just got a short video for you. It's going to be possibly the first rant review I've done before, although it's kind of unfair to call this a review because I didn't finish the book. But today I want to talk about Slayer. More specifically, the main protagonist in this book, Nina, and how she basically irritated the shit out of me. If you watch my videos often, you'll know that I am a major Buffy fan. I mean, just look at my outfit. Whenever anything new comes out around Buffy or the Buffyverse or anything like that, I always go into it wanting to like it. I will go above and beyond to try and like it because that's how much of a fan I am. So when I decided to pick up Slayer, I was really looking forward to this. I don't read young adult books very often, usually because they always end up disappointing me. And unfortunately, this one has done exactly the same. Now, I should mention that the story was okay. It had the potential to go places. The characters, apart from the protagonist, the secondary characters, all seemed kind of interesting, and this all could have gone somewhere. The problem with it was, I couldn't get past the protagonist's character, Nina. She just irritated me so much with her whining and her moaning and her kind of boo-hoo me attitude that I just couldn't stand reading it anymore. So the basic premise of the book is, if any of you are Buffy fans out there, you'll know that where Buffy ended off the TV series, she had changed the universe so that more than one girl could be the Slayer at any one time. So if you follow the comic books, you'll also know that the story progressed so that magic was actually destroyed as well, meaning that no more potentials were going to be made Slayers. So before this happened, Nina, who was actually been brought up by the Watchers Council, or what was left of it after it had been destroyed, which was in the TV series, found out that she was actually a Slayer. Her Slayer powers are activated after growing up with the Watchers Council and kind of being shoved aside by them because her mother had told her that she wasn't good enough to become a Watcher. So that's basically the premise of where I got to. I only got to page 140 simply because, as I've said, the main character was annoying. Just annoying. It got me thinking about what makes the main character likable. Or does even the main character need to be likable? For me, I don't need to like the main character. It's perfectly okay that I hate the main character or that I don't understand the main character. As long as I'm curious enough about them to keep going, then that's the main thing for me. But when the character is irritating, that's when things can go wrong. It didn't help that the narrative of this book was in first person present tense, which meant reading through every page was like a stream of consciousness. And the main things that she just kept whining about constantly was the fact that A, she hated Buffy for reasons that I'm not going to talk about in case you want to read the book. B, she didn't want to be a Slayer, which she just kept moaning about all the time. Every other sentence was how she didn't want to be a Slayer and how she'd rather be doing anything else but being a Slayer. And thirdly, she always kept moaning about her mum. I mean, yes, they had a bad relationship, and yes, there was the potential to have some really good conflict issues here, but it's almost like she was willfully trying to be irritating. And because of that, I just couldn't handle it. Every other page that I was reading, I was just thinking, let the next words be, and then she died. I mean, in all honesty, it wasn't even that bad. I would have continued to read it. As I said, young adult books end up disappointing me a whole lot of the time, and this one has as well, but for completely different reasons. Usually the writing's a bit crap, or the story's very cliched, but this one seemed to be going somewhere. It really is just a shame that I just couldn't get past this main character. But anyway, I just kind of needed to get that off my chest, and I wanted to let you guys know as well. But I also want you guys to let me know if you've read this book and what your thoughts are on it, whether you felt that she was as irritating as I thought she was, or whether you pushed through the book and it got to something a bit less irritating. So anyway, that's it for this short video. I hope you guys are having a wicked weekend, although it's probably now the beginning of the week. So whatever you're doing this week, I hope it's amazing, and speak to you soon.